Dorian here, getting a little bit better organized. You can see it on the satellite too. A lot of those bright, deep reds in the middle. That's what we look for a strengthening storm. Some banding features going on too, but also a lot of dry air. You see it kind of wrapping into there too. So it's going to be battling that for a little bit here as it moves closer to the Caribbean, but it still could continue to strengthen, and that's the forecast here. As we get into Tuesday, that's when it crosses over. So there are some tropical storm warnings there in blue and in yellow. Those are watches here as expected to cross maybe just near Barbados and then maybe St. Lucia, and then that will move out into the Caribbean after that, possibly strengthening into a hurricane just south of Puerto Rico, and then moving ashore somewhere either western Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic, eastern Dominican Republic. Now, if it moves a little bit farther south, it has less of a chance to strengthen. If it moves a little bit farther north, it has more of a chance to strengthen, and of course right in the middle puts it over the island, and that's going to shred it, kind of pulling the rug out from under it with that low-level circulation in those mountains. It'll just sweep it right out, and then it'll be left with just an open wave after that, and the Hurricane Center has it dropping to tropical depression status here. You notice this is Friday here afternoon, and we're right here, so it is very close. And if it gets ripped apart, that moisture is going to come our way for the holiday weekend, so rain chances may up there going into Saturday, possibly into Sunday too, but right now we'll just say Saturday. So here are the spaghetti models. They are kind of all over the place, but like I said, the further southern tracks keep it weak, the further northern tracks keep it a little bit stronger. Now the one closer to home here, 98L, we've been watching this for a little while, still hasn't developed yet, still looks pretty ragged too, and we're saying still a high chance to develop, the Hurricane Center says, as it moves off towards the northeast. The model's backing off on at least the intensity, but still spinning up to at least a tropical storm or a subtropical storm here as it's merging with a front or tangling with a front that's off the eastern seaboard there. And the spaghetti models for that continue it moving away from us, so that one won't bother us there anymore. It does leave a little tail, and that's what we saw today, the little tail on top of us, which did produce some heavy rains in some areas, anywhere from an inch to maybe a half an inch or so. Right now, though, the rains are tapering off and temperatures generally into the 80s there. The hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow, I think most of the day will be sunny. It'll be hot. We'll have an offshore wind. The storms won't get started till a little bit later, maybe even 2, 3, 4 o'clock or so, and those will last into the dinner time hours. Watch Vipercast here. A lot of the morning, okay. Here's lunchtime. It looks great. And then this is 5 o'clock. We're starting to see some. Then it really blows up around 7, 8 o'clock just before sunset, and then poof like that, it's gone. That's our weather pattern for most of the week here. We'll stick with high rain chances through Wednesday. We'll drop them a little bit on Friday, and then we're going to bring them back up as we watch that tropical wave. Boating forecast, some afternoon storms. Again, these are going to be moving from the mainland to the offshore waters, so be careful of that. They could contain some gusty winds when they do that. Low 90s, it's going to be hot and humid. Heat index about 105. Again, our rain chance is high. They drop a little bit, then go back up for Saturday.